Right, Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that rule impeccably well. And Shalom to the Akim out there that's pushing his truth and sincerity across the four winds. Right, I just want to get into this video based on this article I've come across on the dailymail.co.uk, and it reads, Distress Princess Michael of Kent apologizes for wearing a racist blackamoor brooch to meet Meghan at the Queen's Christmas lunch and plans to retire it for good. Now, what happened earlier in the day, you had this lady by the name of Princess Michael of Kent, which I believe is the Queen's cousin, right? Now, there's been an uproar today regarding this brooch that she has here. Give you a close-up of it right here, which is what you call blackamoor jewelry. You know, it goes back to blackamoor art in the time period when the Moors were conquered by Esau, right?
I ain't bullshitting. Y'all bullshitting. I'm not bullshitting. I ain't afraid. Y'all talking about y'all banging on the cracker. Y'all ain't banging on shit.
Who were Israelites, by the way. You know, the Moors were Israelites. They ruled certain parts of Spain. Well, a large majority of Europe, really. So Esau has these brooches, art pieces, basically showing them in a degraded era, man.
Shalom, and welcome to another edition here on the Genesis 49ers page, where we say no to vague interpretations and we give thorough breakdowns. The Moors. In Africa, the Moors continue to be a leading power, and to no little extent India. Also, they dominated the Mediterranean and the North Atlantic and plundered the coast of Western Europe and the British Isles. Now, that's from Nature Knows No Color Line by J.A. Rogers, a profound scholar, page 69. Now, we know these people ruled in Europe because to the right you can see Negroes and heraldry. Heraldry is for ruling families. Okay? So they ruled. And guess what? Mauritania was full of Jews. I covered that in my last video, Refuting Garfield. And I got future videos that's going to bring out these Jews that were inhabiting the western tip of Africa in ancient Jewish societies that was in Mauritania. Okay? We just had some Jews that converted into Islam out of fear. And some just wanted to do it to amalgamate within the system and rise into high positions and offices within the system of the Moors. We understand that. So you had Jewish Moors and you had Islamic Moors.
Right, when they were conquered. Now, I'll show you some images here. This is what they call blackamoor art, man. Right, which is basically Jake as slaves. They captured that time period where Jake was slaves, and they glorify it because it reminds Esau of when he had us in slavery at our lowest point.
Next slide. Moor for Negro continued to be in general use in England until at least the 18th century. Nathaniel Bailey, compiler of the first English dictionary, has Moor. Nature Knows No Color Line, page 73. You can see a bust of a blackamoor to the right.
More and more I am being guided to study more. More and more I am being guided to study more.
See my Moorish flag flying like my Moorish cape. I'm not a Jew, but Jerusalem has a Moorish gate. Dirty Moors unreal, call them Moorish fakes. Pull at Negroes' emotions like some Moorish drapes. If you really wanna know, go to a Moorish meeting. You better have a pen and pad, cause when active Moor's speaking, it's wake up time. You won't find the Moorish sleeping. Crescent moon and star in the sky, that's a Moorish beacon. The way I navigate beats, call me Moorish Seaman. My nationality, I have the power, Moorish He-Man. Moorish turban, I'm royal, don't mistake me for bourbon. Moorish master MC surgeon, not a rapping servant. We suburban, Moors are so determined to solve the Negro problem, Moorish white man's burden. Moors beans conquer, white rice, that's a Moorish plate. Black or more fish on a hook, that's a Moorish bait. Moorish estate before chapter 48, ancestral line. All secrets taken away, Moors are not clandestine. Euromasons go to back rooms or washrooms, returning black robes and hoods with cloaks, Moorish costume. You won't have it twisted once the Moorish got you. Desensitize the facts so the truth won't shock you. Some people call it awesome, I'm making it awful. Liar lawyer pushing the legal when Moors are lawful. Creatures give you ghost spell, sheep bring Moorish gospel. Moors are ancient, they even found a fez on a fossil. Even Bruce Lee knew he wore shirts with ankhs. Even MC Hammer knew pantaloons are Moorish pants.
I understand, man. I'm a man. I understand the nationality is the order of the game. I understand.
I've seen and heard Moorish things in this realm I had to fathom. In shadow eyes inside hoods, Moorish master phantoms. Smoke swarms, swirling circle 7 forms. You can stay close, I'm gonna stay far from the norm. Tory and Astro, travel on terror, no license. No jail cell, no cuffs, no sirens. No watching over my back, trying not to get stabbed. No fence hopping, windows copping. Want me nabbed, Moorish monk status. Bad up any youth who's baddest.
Right, so that's why Esau still retains the artwork, the jewelry, and when they have their private meetings, among each other, really talk about the elites and the rich Edomite families out there. They showcase their precious pieces among each other, man. But the reason this is causing uproar is because she actually chose to wear this piece to go and meet Meghan Markle, man, which is a blatant statement that she was making to her that, that you still a slave, man. It doesn't matter if you're getting married to Harry, you still a slave. But even more deeper than that, for her to even wear this brooch out in public and not give a damn, it just shows you the mind state and the spirit of Esau, and the hate that he has towards you Negroes, the hate that he or she has towards you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, you gotta see these. These are spectacular. These are a pair of matching Blackamoor statues with 9 light candelabras that are fully functional and do light up. These things are amazing. Look at the quality of the carving and the detail. Look at the faces. Look how beautiful the faces are. They're just beautifully done. Beautifully articulated features, the thumbs, the fingers, everything here is beautifully done. The waists are done in genuine silver leaf metal. They are not painted. This is metal and has a antique look, and they are beautifully done, standing on what appear to be a pile of rocks on a faux marble painted and a canthus leaf base. Both of them are wired, they work, they are vintage, they are in excellent condition. I'm going to go to the back here, show you that they have little step lights. You can just push a button and it turns on, okay, and they're all ready to go. You really want to look at the photographs. The photographs I have are better than video to show you, the actual quality, but there's no damage. There's nothing wrong with them. They're in excellent condition, beautifully designed, and just, wonderful things to have in a house. They just will add so much glamour.
You know, they will gladly show you their hate and they wear it upon their shoulder, man. Right? And, you know, 2/3 of you are not going to get that, man. This is going to go over your heads, man. Right? So you can see she ain't even trying to hide that, man. And why would you choose to wear that when you're going to go and meet, you know, Meghan, man? Meghan Markle. Why would you choose to wear this particular brooch on that particular day?
Dance. It says, also still another proof of early Negroes in England is that the Moorish dance, English national dance, is of an African origin. It might have been brought over by the Moors with the Romans, and it seems certainly by the Moors with William the Conqueror in 1066. Sir John Hawkins, an earlier authority on music, says it is indisputable that this dance was the invention of the Moor. Its Negro origin is further seen in that white dancers blacken their faces to dance it. The Moresca, says Paul Nettle, was originally a dance of the Negroes or Moors in the pantomime of one or more Negroes in blackface. Nature Knows No Color Line, page 82.
But the truth is, there were many different types of Moors. There were Muslim Moors, there were Jewish Moors, Christian Moors, and some that practiced a Kemetic African faith. As a result of the Roman civilization collapsing, Europe fell into a dark age for 500 years.
Yo, we are the Moabites, Canaanites, and Hamathites, driven out by Joshua with Pharaoh watching here. Let us settle in Egypt, we formed kingdoms, Morocco, Algiers, and gave the world wisdom. The beauties of Alhambra, hand-sculpted, intricate patterns, ceilings, high like cabins, arabesque and stucco in the walls with work grotto, invented in Damascus by Moors of Morocco. Saracenic architects, straight curved lines intersect, turbans everywhere, many seeking intellect, centuries of brilliance encrusted with glazed tiles, temples or schools, admission lines were miles. Muslim kings created many glamorous things, so much don't know where to begin. Sapphire paved sidewalks, coolness and cleanliness, mind full of self-knowledge, no emptiness.
Irrigation systems constructed by Moorish engineers. They also created paved roads and public restrooms. Education thrived in Moorish Spain, including 17 universities, 800 schools, several colleges, and public libraries and books.
Reminiscent of sacred scriptures, it's like heaven on earth. Knowledge was wealth and how you measured your worth. Nowadays it's just ruins and tourists viewing. Gems plucked from the walls, people misconstruing. Plaster over elaborate carvings, there's nothing charming. No porcelain tile or jade walls, people starving. No flourishing chivalry or universities renowned. Christian churches suppressed prayer and Arabic sounds. Destroyed the beauty and grandeur for decadence. For pestilence and presidents, removed elegance. This is my testament of my ancestral excellence and promotion of it for mankind's betterment. Seek reference of the elements, my emphasis on blessedness and benevolence. Seek for yourself, no hearsay evidence. Pull from Akashic magnetic resonance, not artificial but intelligence. Intelligent, modern Essene, see the essence, essential, no default or acquiescence. The fulfillment of joy found in knowledge, presence. I give reverence, and I'm not a Muslim because I honor all the stars and the crescents.
The Moors during this time were also heavy translators of ancient Kemetic texts and scientific texts. This was also especially important considering the fact that 99% of the population were illiterate, including the king, who could not read or write during this time. The Moors were also aware that the world was round and not flat. They took their knowledge of geography and created maps that showed all land and sea routes, their location in relation to the latitude and longitude. The Moors constructed splendid palaces with manicured lawns, marble, carved walls with heavily decorated hallways, grand fountains, bright lamps, and 700 mosques. The Moors excelled in education, but they also enjoyed leisure activities such as horseback riding, marksmanship, chess, and they even enjoyed discussing war tactics and strategies. The Moors were also heavy listeners of music. They brought into Europe classical music, the piano, and other string instruments.
right? She was sending a blatant message, man, right? And really sending a blatant message to the world, man, that this is the agenda and this is the mind state of the elites, man, right? They want you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans back in this position, man, back in slavery, you know, back as servants in that subservient state. That's what they want, man, right? And that's as clear as day.
I ain't bullshitting. Y'all bullshitting. I'm not bullshitting. I ain't afraid. Y'all talking about y'all banging on the cracker. Y'all ain't banging on shit.
Right? And further proof of that is a few years back, it came out that her father was actually an SS officer, man, for Hitler himself. Right? So that just shows you, and we already know that these guys are so-called Jews, man. You know, deep down, when you go back into their roots, you know, these guys are not British, man. The real British is us, man, because we were here first, man. Right? Speaking of the Israelites, man, we inhabited this land of the UK, of England first, before Esau actually stepped foot here, man. So we are the real British, man. Right? You guys are not British. Right?
And we get the image from a YouTube video to the right of them actually practicing this to this day. To commemorate who? The Moorish people that ruled those different locales.
So that's the agenda of the so-called white man and the so-called white woman, man. They can't wait for the days in their own minds where, you know, they get to put you back in slavery, man. But that's not going to happen because that's not biblical prophecy, man. We've already served our slavery, and now them chains, them spiritual chains are coming loose, man, and people are waking up to this truth. That's why they're pushing this kind of thing more and more out there, man, because really they want us in slavery again, man.
Dealing more with the Moors, it says Siebermacher's whopping book of 88 volumes already mentioned has a great number of Negroes, some of them with crowns and others as cardinals and archbishops. So I'm going to stop there. They had crowns. What does that mean? Coronation was involved, meaning they had became kings of these different locales and different city-states and different governments. So they had crowns and cardinals and archbishops, meaning they were heads over churches and religious institutions. Meaning this is not the laity we're talking about. We're talking about the kings. We're talking about the heads of the society.
X-Clan, again, leather feathers, right? Telling you. You used to see these regular. Yeah. Right? Yeah, that's what leather feathers. Right? Leather feathers.
Leather feathers.
X-Clan. Yeah. Right? R.I.P. Sugar Shaft too.
Moorish MC, avalanche flow. Watch the floaters and ram chunks. All I see in dress code today is bite punks. Pants off your ass, but you're wearing a belt. But don't use it, take it off, give you welts like dad used to do it. Black with no autopsy, no knowledge of self. Had me in stores, raiding clothes racks and store shelves. I'm from Tobago, never fell for Santa and elves. R.I.P. Gummer, and those murdered by sickle and cells. Big up the thunder, never charge me for one beat. And that's the MO of all producers that keep it unique. They know I don't keep truth discreet. Flow force abundant, lyrics won't deplete. Can't retreat now, I made it too far. While corny rappers still only write rhymes in 16 bars. I might as well too, since that's how execs brainwash subjects. Multi-dimensional MC underground like sub-depths.
Now the blown up picture is Noriega putting up the 5 and the 2, just like the Moors put up the 5 and the 2. This CNN, Noriega, gangster rappers, thug drug money rappers. Go right now, go into the tape, the little tape thing with the drawer, pull out the tape, unravel the insert, and then read the credits. This is a big CD. This is a big underground CD. CNN War Report.
Moorish MC, not a poet, not a rapper. On tracks, vocal gun, Beretta, tongue clapper. real as can be. I'm not a rapping actor like your favorite Ashkenazi Moor. Spit and drink a Sprite after. Won't teach you the law. And when he gets captured, he will get out like 3 strikes to back catchers. But you can't get out, being you awarded a crown. Man got straight deny you due process in Moorish gown and sashes. All laws divine, he man's his average. Power of thought got God's acting like a savage. Color of law got the savage playing God's position. Then savages pray to stars so ancestors won't listen. So colonizers dissing, piss and tell you it's raining. Program your children and try to tell you they failing. Some of you need concentration camps, you don't think. Eating animal parts uncooked, it still looks pink. In order to climb charts, rappers accept exec wings. They only give you a deal cause your whack and flow stinks. Trust me, you like the exec's wings, and I think that you got a deal cause your flow stinks, nigga.
You got turban on with the jewel, right? So Muhammad Ali's on it, Yasin Bey's on it, Sprague Ben's on it, Buju's on it, Swiss Beats is on it, Nori's on it, Nas on it, Flavor Flav's on it, Snoop's on it. Look at the jewel. Look at the jewel. Sisters, Real Roxanne. Right? Look at Real Roxanne with her fez with the tassel on there, right there. That's Real Roxanne. Everybody knows Real Roxanne.